City Week, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am being joined by the Director of Promotions and Marketing from the Downtown LaGrange Development Authority, Barbie Watts. Barbie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Alton. It's great to be here.
It is good to sit down with you, Barbie, because I know there's a lot of energy and a lot of excitement going on in and our downtown area, and you're the person that you, along with the staff there at DLDA, are the ones that are responsible for. But Barbie, again, if you don't mind, just tell us a little bit about your role, if you don't mind.
I am responsible for promotions and marketing for Downtown LaGrange, and part of what that is I create events that bring people downtown, and we hope that will support our restaurants and our merchants that are downtown by getting extra foot traffic in during those event days, and then the days following. The businesses usually do see, of course, business the day of the event, but also the week following, they'll see more people in their stores, that maybe hadn't had a chance to come in before. So it's just a great opportunity to give some exposure to those businesses that are there every day.
Absolutely.
So that's why we do that, but we also do it to give everybody a fun thing to do in their downtown, and just to improve our quality of life here in LaGrange. So it's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun. And Barbie, you talk about so many great points there. That extra foot traffic in our downtown, which is so vitally important for the survivability of our downtown. I just want to reflect back on some of the events that we've had there.
Okay.
Cinco de Mayo, St. Patrick's Day, we can't forget that.
Oh yeah, that's a community favorite, and I think we've had our 5th one this year, and it's just gets bigger and better every year, and the crowds, get bigger and better, and it's just a fun time. Everybody, I think it's maybe our first warm weather event of the season, so everybody's so ready to get outside after the cold winter. So it's always well attended, even on a not an overcast day. People still come out.
That's right, because I know this year's St. Patrick was just a little cool.
Yes,
but it was still well attended.
Oh yes,
and a very nice event. Let me ask you, Barbie, because so many times when we have events like this in the downtown and we kind of open it up a little bit, we kind of relax a little bit, and kind of take off some of the brakes. Has there been any incidents that you can recall?
No. In fact, that's one of the events that we have been able to have open containers at, and people can purchase a drink at one of the downtown restaurants and then bring it out into the street. And the community has loved being able to do that. We have had no issues at all, because I'm always very,
a little leery,
watching out for it, hoping, and we've had great success with it. So LaGrange has been so appreciative to be able to have that, and I think everybody handles it pretty well, and it's just been very, very nice to see the community enjoy that, and also I guess be respectful of that privilege of being able to have their open containers.
Very good. Well, and it's just an opportunity to bring together the communities, to patronize the merchants downtown again, which is so vitally important. And I want to thank you and all of the staff members there for having that vision to want to do these events, because it really does kind of gives us something different to do. Yes.
Well, it's the people will say, "Oh, why can't we do this? Why can't we do that?" And so there's no reason we can't. Right. We just have to have somebody in charge of getting it together, and that's me.
That's you, right?
So, so I'm always open to great ideas. People bring me ideas from other communities and other things they've enjoyed elsewhere on their travels, and so if there's any way we can, incorporate that into our town, because the city's so great to work with, and they help me a lot in getting things set up, and allowing me the permission to do some of these things. So I welcome that. I'm always looking for new ideas or ways to make our existing events bigger, better.
Absolutely. Well, we want to move into it, because I know that those are some things that we have had in the past, and there's some things that we can look forward to happening in our downtown area. I think I'm going to start about, talking about patronizing the business. There's 3 new eateries that are coming to town.
Yes, they should be opening any day. They're all kind of in the construction phase. They're getting their spaces outfitted, to accommodate their new business. So one of them is Carvella's, and they're actually going into the Mighty Joe's space. So it's exciting that we're keeping a pizza business downtown. People are used to going to that Mighty Joe's location for pizza. So this is going to be another great family-run pizza business. Their original store is in Hogansville, and they already have a cult following, from there. So we're so excited that they're coming to LaGrange. Yeah, a lot of LaGrange people have gone down there and enjoyed Carvella. So now we're going to have them right there on Vernon, right next to the Army store.
That's right.
So excited about that. And it's Joey and Manny Carvelas are the owners, they're brothers, and just the inside already, looks cool, and they're looking at doing some things on the exterior that'll, brand it for Carvelas. So
very good.
I think hopefully they'll be open any week
any
now.
day.
Yeah,
that's right.
They're hiring actually, so hopefully that's a good sign that the opening is coming soon.
That's right. All right.
And then the other place we've got is La Bodega. It's coming on Main Street, and it's going to feature Cuban cuisine. So we're really excited about that because we don't have anything like that in LaGrange, and it's going to be a nice, nice offering for downtown.
That's right. And I had some samplings of that.
Yes, yes. They've been at Taste of the Town, and they gave out of all of their food right away. So I know chicken empanadas was one of the things they had, and then paella, which is a traditional Cuban dish that's rice and chicken, and people love it. So I'm so excited we're going to have that in LaGrange. That'll just be wonderful. So,
yes, it will.
Great lunch place. And then the other one is called Dixie Donuts, and they're coming to 36 South Lafayette Square, which is right next to Farmers Insurance. And they're actually they just got their fryer this week, so they're getting close. They're having to create a little kitchen space in that building. But I met the owners, and they both have a background in culinary, so they're familiar with what they're doing. This is the first time they've had the shop, but they're familiar with that industry. So I think they're going to do great, and I've heard their donuts are fantastic. So I haven't had a chance to try them, but anyway. We're just looking forward. That's Kimberly and Chris Hunter.
Okay, all right. I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I'm an old police officer.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have a donut.
Have a donut, that's right.
Just draw it as a magnet. Right. Yeah, you'll just be drawn to it every day.
Absolutely.
So anyway, they will be happy for that to happen. So anyway, it's just exciting to get something, especially on the square. They have a great view of the square. So I think that's going to, be very well received downtown. So the people from the hotel will be able to come enjoy, and then donuts at weddings are a big deal. I don't know if you, at wedding receptions, I told her she'll probably do a lot of business at Delavant with the weddings. People do that instead of cakes. So,
very good.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool trend, and it's perfect timing for her. So.
Yeah, and we look forward to it, because, and I guess, Barbie, one of the things that I would ask if we could get some of the merchants, a lot of times, a lot of them like to close at 5 o'clock. Can we get them to stay open a little bit longer?
In fact, I do that during our Sip and Shop events. We stay open from 5 to 9, and of course they do get business those nights because people are down for the Sip and Shop event. And some of them do extend their hours, and of course if they have somebody shopping at 5 o'clock, they're not going to lock the doors. They're going to stay. So I think as business increases and they see that it's worthwhile for them to stay, they will. They will. So I even, have encouraged them to even open later in the morning and stay a little bit later. Stay at least till 6, because a lot of people do work till 5.
Right.
And they can't run in on their lunch hour. So it's just a little bit of a balance. But the ones that are doing, we have several that'll extend their hours. Yes. And even during holiday times, they'll open on Sunday. Okay. So just to give people an extra opportunity to come in. Of course, they're open on Saturday. So, there are other chances to shop, but I feel like that evening traffic, people like to stroll around after they eat and look in the windows, and they'll come in a shop if it's open. So. Yep,
absolutely. Well, very good. And then I know that, this is something that takes place every year, is the annual Market on Main.
Yes. Okay, so during this summer, I also manage Market on Main, which is LaGrange's longest running local farmers market. So that means that the produce is grown in LaGrange. So, we also open up to counties that are surrounding Troup County. So it'll be the freshest produce that you can buy during the summer. A lot of those farmers will get out in the morning, of the market and pick it and bring it straight to market. So you can't get fresher than that unless it's on your back porch. So,
that's right.
But a lot of us are too busy to have a garden. So these people, have beautiful gardens and an abundance of produce and come and sell at our Market on Main. Okay. Last year we moved our location. We had been by the theater building on Main Street, and last year we were able to move the market to the corner of Vernon and Main Street. So we're still on Main, so we can still call ourselves Market on Main, but we're on Vernon. So that's our busiest street, and we saw a lot of new customers from that by moving. People that maybe are just coming to the lake or something for the weekend and not necessarily live in LaGrange and don't know about our market. So. And then we also picked up some new customers, people that are staying in the hotel course, they have to wander over and see what's going on.
That's right.
And so it's been a great move. So
good.
We set up it's like a curb market a little bit. The vendors will park, along Main, and then they'll sell on the sidewalks right next to their car. It just makes it easy for them to set up that way. So it works out beautifully. And then some of my younger vendors will put up tents and set up in the green space at Flagpole Park. Of course, parking's great because we got that huge parking lot. Mm-hmm. So, that's usually a little bit of a concern, but especially that time of the morning on a Saturday, there's tons of parking, nice level. Mm-hmm. People can get along. We even have some people in wheelchairs that'll come along on the sidewalk, and they can navigate it very easily. Okay. So it's been great.
Very good.
We're still looking for vendors, so
all right.
Y'all have the information. Going to put up the information about how people can find the applications, and if they have any questions, they can call me too. But we welcome new vendors every season, and just look forward to the market opening again. It's a fun time.
Well, good. Is there a charge or fee for them
as a vendor? It's a $25 fee for the vendor, but that covers the whole season. So that's 3 months, so 12 weeks. Uh-huh. Okay. We end the very last Saturday in August.
In August, okay. So June through August.
And the hours, we've also extended our hours this year. For years, the farmers just wanted to be there from 8 to 10, and they were ready to go. But I've with the new move to the new location, and I think they're seeing that we can pick up some more customers if we'll stay till 11. Okay. So hopefully maybe some of our younger community members that
will come out.
Saturday's their only day to sleep in, and so, a lot of times they weren't even awake till 10. So this way, if they want to come, we're there till 11, so they can still have the opportunity to participate at the market and come.
Very good.
Come get those fresh veggies, and a lot of people do. We have some baked goods, and we have jellies and jams and canned things that your grandma would fix, so it's kind of nice to get those homemade.
Yes, it is.
Homemade goods.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. And like you said, you can't get it any fresher than what you have there on the Main. And then I know that there's, again, there's so much going on. You got the Summer Music and Movie Festival events that'll be going on.
So this is something we do every summer, and we used to have it at the square, but once Sweetland opened, that gave us a great opportunity to use that big lawn at Sweetland, and we've got the nice restroom facilities and the concession stand facilities, so it just enhanced that whole evening experience. I know people loved it at the square, but there's so many more benefits to having it at Sweetland. The parking is safer for children because they can run around on the lawn. Don't have to worry about the traffic like you did at the square. But anyway, so we always have live music while we're waiting for it to get dark enough for the movie to start. So, and I usually or always try to use some local musicians, so that gives them a chance to perform, in their hometown. And we have so many talented local musicians. It's just amazing to me, to hear them, and they're great. So the first one of the season is going to be June 7th. Okay. And the music is going to be by the Headhunters, and they're going to be primarily playing beach music at my request. So I want it upbeat and fun and lively. So that's the perfect time. Right. Okay. And then the movie is going to be How to Train Your Dragon, which is supposed to be a great movie, family friendly. Right. And we rent a huge movie screen and encourage everybody to bring their picnics, bring their beverages, bring their picnic blankets, their chairs, and just come for the night and just have a fun time. And kids can bring Frisbees and play, just run around and play. I always have bubbles and glow sticks and chalk and stuff for people to play with. But it's always just a ton of fun and just very relaxing. And of course, it's free. So that's the best thing. Absolutely. Yeah, you can bring 5 kids to the movie, and it doesn't cost you a dime.
Anything, other than the little food that you want to eat.
Sure. And Frios is usually there. We usually have some vendors, some of our local vendors with not Italian ice, but Hawaiian shaved ice. So you can get some treats too if you can't bring a popsicle, so you can buy one there. So.
There you go.
And then the next one we have is June 28th. And this is what I call the Red, White, and Blue Friday, because we kind of kick off the 4th of July celebrations a little early. And our community orchestra will be playing, and they practice beautiful patriotic music and do about an hour-long performance for us each year. And it's like our version of mini Boston Pops, celebration. They're just incredible, and we have a lot of professional or semi-professional retired band directors that come together and create this orchestra, or community band. I'm sorry, just for this event. So I'm always just so impressed with the program. And anyway, they perform on the stage at Sweetland, so people can come and sit in the seats there and just enjoy that program. We also invite people to bring picnics, and I have tables and chairs that they can reserve for free in the pit, and they can decorate them red, white, and blue. We give away some prizes for the best decorations, and we got groups that come every year and just really have a big time with it.
Well,
so
very good.
it's a lot of fun. And the movie that night is Mary Poppins Returns.
Okay.
And that's supposed to be a really, fun sequel to the original Mary Poppins that came out in the 50s or 60s. And then our last one is August 9th, and the band is Riola.
Riola.
And they've played for us before, and they're very talented. Lots of fun. And the movie is Ralph Breaks the Internet.
Ralph, okay.
That's supposed to be a great one too.
Okay.
So it's kind of written on the level for children and for adults. So anyway, everybody will enjoy that.
So again, family-friendly events,
Yes.
and they're free.
They're
All you
free.
have to do is come out.
You come on out and take advantage of it. You can bring in a pizza or get Chick-fil-A if you want to, or
Okay.
get something from downtown, or bring your own
All right.
sandwiches, or just.
What's the start time of those events, Barbie?
The gates are going to open at 6.
Okay.
And of course, it doesn't get dark enough for the movie till about 9:15. So from 6 to 9, it's just kind of eat and have
Relax
fun
music.
and listen to the music
Okay.
and
All right.
just have fun.
Well,
So.
very good. Well, Barbie, I know there's so many events, and I do want to have you come back on and talk about some of the upcoming events later on in the fall of the year. I know that you have some sipping shops and various other things. So can I ask you, do we reserve that?
Yes.
To come back on the next time? Definitely.
Absolutely.
Because, again, I don't want our audience to miss any of these opportunities, because there should be no reason for anybody to say we don't have anything going on in our downtown area.
And I will say the best way to kind of stay on top of what's going on downtown is I have a Facebook page for Downtown LaGrange, and these events will be in the event listed in events under Facebook.
Okay.
So that's really probably the best place to find the details, the information. One other thing I do want to mention, because the tickets go on sale June 1st, is we're going to have our second big wine tasting event at Delavant. It's called Cialvino.
Okay.
And the date of that event is September 6th. The ticket purchases are online, and starting June 1st, you can go to freshtix.com and put in Cialvino, and the information will come up. So there'll also be, I guess, a link from the Facebook page event to lead you to the ticketing site.
Okay.
So
Cialvino.
if anybody has troubles with that, just call me.
Give you a call. Give me your phone number, Barbie. If you
It's
don't mind.
706-298-4534.
All right.
4534.
I think I kind of know that one by heart.
Yeah.
Barbie.
Speed dial.
That's right. Well, Barbie, again, we have so much going on. I want to thank you and the staff once again for all of these events that are taking place in and around our downtown area. And I know that our audience and community will come out and support them, because it is, very worthwhile, and you do it for the community. So they need to take full advantage. Thank you for your work that you do in the downtown.
It's a pleasure. And thank you for letting me talk about it and get the word out.
And you have an open invitation.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for more Through Week in just a moment.